And do you think it will be redistributed if I do this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because it's in period 3, it's not going to go anywhere, right?
Well, what I'm thinking is it will go back into workflow because I changed the amount, but it may only be this line that goes into workflow because I changed the amount. So if I've changed the amount and I save it, it should balance now. I don't know if it will redistribute the workflow. Hopefully it balances now. There it does. Has the whole thing gone back into workflow, or is it just that one line that's changed? So the one line has gone into workflow. Geo transactions. Okay, what's the number? All of it's been rejected. Okay, shall we put it around the workflow again? We know he can't action it. If we send it back to Gary and it actually balances, well, it's have you got agreement from Milton that it can go in? We can reopen? No.
No.
It's
Has it balanced now?
no, it's not. It's not done anything in workflow. It's still everything's still at modified transactions. If I redistribute it, it will go back to Gary, and then we can say, well, I balanced it for you by 1 pence. I balanced it. It's up to you. Like sit on it. If we don't get agreement from financial accounting to reopen the period, it can't go in, you know, and it just has to live with it. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean can't go in? Which period? Which period?
If we don't get agreement from Milton that to reopen period 3, this journal is not going in period 3.
Let's say if he approves it, will it go to period 4?
Yes, it will. It will.
Yeah.
Because the what's it looking at? The variant we'll be looking at. Oh, it's not that. What's the screen I want? What period are we in?
Period 4. Okay.
So if it's November, it will go into November. It's prior. Well, it's closed. So it can't, anything within these ones, it can't at the moment get posted. We'd have to run it manually and say, I want post it into 14, and anything on probably just like pick October there and have to run it manually, because otherwise nothing's gonna pick it up. It's not going to post at all because
if we open the period.
Well, if we open the period, but there's absolutely no way in hell I'm opening the period without Milton saying, not going down that road of getting shouted at. So yeah, if he approves it and Milton agrees it can go in period 3, then that's fine. But yeah. So what can we do? What can we do? Let's send it round the workflow again. Get rid of this. Yeah. It should be back with Gary. There we are. It's back with him to approve, and we know that we've balanced it. Wrong screen. Because I changed it so the 1 penny had disappeared. I don't really know what to say. Do you want me to respond on the ticket, or do you want to do it? Just say that we've balanced the transaction by 1 pence. We've distributed it again, so it's with you. If it's now in period, because it seems to be in period 4. And I bet you that was because I did it in here. Right, Victoria, open it up again. You're an idiot, Victoria. You're an idiot.
Hasn't gone to PS4.
Well, yeah, but we can do it again. All we can do is, oh, yeah, it's in period 4 now because the period's closed and I changed the 1 pence. If period 1 was open again and period 3 was open again, we could in here choose October and then open it, and it will go on to
Inside it, yeah.
Click save. Yeah.
Okay.
I made a mistake. Do you want me to respond to him?
Yeah. Do you mind taking this? Because I'm not. Because I don't think I'll be. I need to pick up kids soon. I don't think I'll be any good.
What was the number?
Thanks, Vic.
That's fine.
2754.
No bother. I'll respond to him and tell him my mistake, and where we can take it from here. But unless we get, did you email Milton or did you Teams him? How did you ask?
You can see is is it in my yeah, my chat, in my thingy there in the chat. Ask him that. Oh, okay. You see differently. Yes, please attach approval mail for this ticket from Milton Leandre.
Okay, fine. So
yeah, he hasn't mentioned.
So he's got to ask Milton.
Yeah.
Cool. Happy with that. I'm happy with that.
I hope they don't approve it in the meantime.
Well, if they do, it's period, and you know, it's like it's in November. He should see that. Right, I will reply in the ticket, but we've got to try and do this thing for JP, don't we?
Okay, I'll just have a look.
So in order to try and fix this other ticket, which was this one. We need to recreate these journals in non-production. So I've got to try and find the one he did. 582, that's one of them. This is one of the ones. 582. And then the other, no, oh no, 583 and 682. 583. 682, so it's this one we need to do. Where's 583? There we are. These are the two that we need to try and recreate in non-production. Abdul, I'm not sure were you running a virtual desktop to get Accelerator? Is that what JP said?
Oh, yeah, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've installed it, but I've never run it. I just
Don't worry. Ravens, do you have this in your Excel? You've got the Unit 4 Accelerator?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and if you go to help on this, when you click on this menu and then you go to help, just double checking what the version is. Oh, does it look like this 10.0.7.0? I make it bigger, it's not. 10.0.7.0. Yeah, cool. That's compatible version, so I think you'll be okay. Abdul, I'm sure you've seen this before.
Yeah, I've seen it. Can I leave you two? I just need to take a bit of a break.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. I don't know whether you want me to record this, Rabin, so that you can see. So the thing is we should never be posting things into prod. Usually we tell the customer to anything is in the live environment, they have to do it. It's their database, it's their data. But when we're trying to recreate a problem, we often try and do what they did into non-production. So that's what I'll show you, only how to. Do you know these three different tenants? So prod, ACP1, ACP2, and prev.
Is it like the non-production one?
Yeah, this is production. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 non-production ones, which are these ones here. Do you know them?
Yes, I've used like prod and prev. Those two are the only ones that I have used in ACP1.
Okay. I don't know whether we should record this or not.
Started recording.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah,
Okay.
You reminded me.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so if we want to recreate something in non-production that's with Accelerator, we ask the user for the template with the data that they used, and if it if it posted into the production environment, the data is probably in a good shape, so we know we can probably replicate it in the non-production, that it will work. So hopefully we won't have to change anything in here. To log in, you go to the add-in, you go to login, and then here you pick the tenant. And it's just like when you're logging into the front end, you have your, your production tenant is this. We're not logging into production. We're going to log into this one called ACP2. So I take the tenant name, paste it in. I tend to use this tick box, and then it will come up with a little pop-up for the login. For some reason, I find it works a bit better if you tick it. You don't have to. Then go to double check what's here. Double check if this is what you see. Web API, IDS, Unit 4 Cloud. If it doesn't look like that, like if you've never used it before, you'll have to choose these settings. Once you do it once, that's it, it's fine. And it will remember them. So if I do that, click login, it will go to an external thing, and this is, again, it will reference the non-production environment, ACP2, that I'm trying to get into. So yes, I want to confirm via this. Agree to everything. Okay, and you'll see that now says I'm logged in. So it's if I click that, it will log me out, and it shows me who I'm logged in as and the environment that I'm logged into. So I know that this, if I click post on this template, it's pointing here to this environment. If you logged into prod, it would say prod at the end, and anything you click post on would get posted into the prod environment, but we're happy that this is non-production. To Accelerator's got lots of different things you can do with it. All we're doing on this post back is posting in. So we just need to go here, post, And then we only want to post this one. So post current sheet. What it will do is come up with a little confirmation to say when it's done it. So that's a successful posting. If it comes up with an error, then you have to troubleshoot it. And it's not, it does two things. It first validates within this worksheet. And if it's happy with all the validation it does, based on all these parameters that it's got up here, then it'll be fine. If it doesn't like it, there's something wrong with your data in here, like a fundamental error. Usually it will tell you. So now I know I've posted that one. What do? I then go and look to see if I get a transaction number. Because this is data that worked before, I'm pretty sure I'll get a transaction number. So if I log into ACP2, so again, I use the tenant for ACP2. That's where I want to see the data. And then if I go to your ordered reports, which is found under common, your ordered reports, there should be one, because I got that little pop-up message there, date today, GL registration, that's what I was doing. I click to show the report. If it's still showing running or that blank, you wait, you refresh until it shows finished. If it says finished and I've got a little symbol here, I can look at the report and it should tell me what the transaction number is. There we go. That is, because I got a transaction number, that's successful. If it said something like errors report here and it didn't give me, it gave me like a transaction 0, it's failed. And at that point, you need to troubleshoot it. But we won't go into that today. It's a bit much. Okay, so what I might do is in this workbook, put in ACP2 recreation, so I know what number this one is. What I might do is then send this to you so that you can repeat it. Save as. Actually, you've got the thing that I originally forwarded on to you. Maybe I don't need to save to send you the other one. Maybe we just need to know that this one, actually I'll send. Without 2-pence error. Why does he send me the one without the 2-pence error? I want the 2-pence error. Oh my God. So I want the 2-pence error. I don't think it's worth doing this one because he's already unrounded the transactions so that it does. You know what I mean? He's already fixed the data that we're trying to recreate. I don't know if it's worth doing. Maybe it's just so that you can see if you can do what I've done. Maybe we go, you just do what I've done on the book. So I forwarded you the book earlier. If you want to open it and then you want to share, and then we can double check that you can replicate the steps and post this other one in. Though I don't think it's going to be useful to us, at least we'll get this practice done. No, I think it's the one. Yeah, that's the right. I think that's the right workbook. Yeah. Cool. What you need to do first of all is enable the content. I forgot to say that, enable content. Yeah, that's shit. Don't bother with links. The links are rubbish. Let's just check that we can post anything at all. See the one batch 2 without the tab there, batch 2 without the error. That's the one that in theory he's got a problem with still in production, but I think he's already changed the data in the worksheet. So it's not going to make the same thing happen because guess what? The data's different. So I don't think this is going to help us troubleshoot, but we can at least practice doing accelerator. So do you want to do that?
What should I
So we logged into accelerator, non-production, and we posted the sheet. I would, well, did you check the other criteria? Maybe you did before. Seems to be working. That looks okay. Yeah, you're logged into ACP2. There you are. It's just post current sheet. There you go. That looks all right. Okay. So you can go and find your transaction number. When we logged, we went back to the actual ERPX ACP2 environment, and we went to your ordered reports, and we went to see if it was successful or not successful. And close that right-hand window. We don't need it. It's just a confirmation message now. Common. 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 Down. No bother. And then it was your ordered reports. Okay. There it is. You did that today. It's anything you did is in this screen, your ordered reports rather than all ordered reports. So this is the thing that you just did. We know it's finished, so we can pick up the report. So yeah, left-hand side is the icon. And it should give you a transaction number. Down, 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 into the grid. There we are. Right at the top, it's the first line. Under the headings, trans. That's it. That's your success message. That's your, that from that, you know that it's worked. It's given you a transaction number. And what was it? 158. 557 did it end with? 558? 558, okay. Taking a note of that. Okay, I think that's all GP wanted to do with you, to check that you know how to log into Accelerator and can post something. I think that's all we wanted to do today. So the only other thing to do is show you how to log out. And then, so yeah, that log out button, that's it with the lock. Yeah, that's it. Would you like to log out? Log out. Yes, that's it. So that is the how to use Accelerator Postback, how to log in and do a very basic posting. Okay, so that's what you wanted me to go through with. But what I would like to go through with you is on the production environment. Yeah, you can close both those tabs down because it's just information now that it's logged out. So yeah, get rid. And then if we go back to production. So what I was going to show you is, it's a really boring task and we will have to do it a lot because nobody does any maintenance and they don't, when they try post things and it fails, they try again with different numbers in a new batch, and they'll keep doing that, adding new batches, and then they never delete the old failed batches. So there is a task that we'll have to do to clear it out. And yeah, it's really boring, but this is, I can show you how to do it. So maybe it's better if I demonstrate the first bit and then you can do a couple. Oh, I'm in the wrong environment. Okay, log in again. Okay. So when people are doing those postings, you know, these postback postings, the first step is it validates in Excel. Then it transits through an area called import transactions, which is found here. So accounting, batch input, import transactions. Is this big enough?
Yep.
You see it? Batch input, import transactions. There's various types of things that go through here. Like the SITS interface postings will transit through here. The other sort of interface postings allied to SITS will also sit here if they're to do with the general ledger. We get, we'll see lots of things going in here. Some of them we need to delete and some of them we need to leave. The main thing, the golden rule for you right now is, if you open a batch, and by doing that, so if I pick something from the list, I can say, show me this batch. I open it, and then if I hit the tab key, it will tell me what external system it is, okay? So if I pick up different ones, I might see different things. So if I pick up that one, I see this, okay? The golden rule for you is, never delete anything or touch anything if it's that BI. Never touch it. The only things you're interested in are the batches like this, where external system is 50. Okay, so that's the golden rule. So what we need to do is go through every single one, and I started doing this morning and I spent an hour on it. We need to go through all of these and check if we can delete them or not. And I would say 9 times out of 10, we can, as long as it has external system 50 in it here, okay? So how do I check? First of all, call up the external system 50, call up the batch. I want to try and see all of it first. So in this one, I'll leave this blank. What this one does says, do I want to see the error lines with a check on them, i.e. is it an error, or is the error not got a flag on it, i.e. there's no problem with it. Let's start with trying to see all the lines. Sometimes if it's bigger than 1,000 lines, it won't let you see all of it in this screen. But there's a way around it. Oh, there we go. It's a 2-line journal that someone has registered via a postback template. So we want to know, can I delete this or not? What I would do is I would go into a general ledger transaction report. I'm trying to think if there is one that's already made for us. Little problem solving. Let's try this one. Might go to a different one. We just need to find a general ledger transaction report. I know financial management have one. I think there's one called here, general ledger inquiry. And it should have transaction, like account and work order. So we've got account there. We've got work order. We don't have work order, but we can add it. We can add work order. So these are the two things I tend to check because they're the biggest, they're the things that narrow it down. And maybe amount. Have we got account? Where was account? Where was account? Oh, there. There's too many things. I'll move this one up beside it so they're right beside each other. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the first line. I'm going to look at this work order that they've posted it to, maybe make that a bit bigger. This is the work order. Oh yeah, there's our problem. This will never post because they put the work order in Cat 5. The work order always has to go in Cat 4. This is rubbish. This is rubbish data and it's never going to post. So I'm pretty sure that we can delete this. But what I might check is go to the account they were trying to post to and go to the Cat 4 that they were, even though they put it in Cat 5, I think they'll have noticed their problem and then posted it again. If we go to work order, can I see a successful posting, which means that they tried, they failed, they tried, they failed, eventually they tried, and it was successful. So we know that it was successful, so we know that this old one, we can get rid of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of. This is taking a long time to run, isn't it? Wow. It's because of all these other parameters that they have. Good, not good. This is unusable. I put 2 filters in and it can't even find me the answer in this amount of time. And it's because it's got all these relations on it, all these relations. So it's finding. Okay, if I sort on amount, there we are. I reckon this is the actual thing. So that would be the debit. You want the debit of that size. Okay, CMO agent commission. CMO agent commission 25.26. It was done in period 3, 31.10. Period 3, 31.10. They've got an amount in for 3.6 million in the ledger. they managed to do it successfully because we can see it's posted, the stuff in there. So this old junk data, we can delete it. It's just a crap batch that they abandoned. They did it successfully in another batch. So there we go, we've tidied one thing. So again, we just need to go through all of these and double check it. These ones here, David's, leave David's because they are BIs. Just leave those, and don't touch any of the ones up at the top because they're all BIs as well. But you'll find ones that have descriptions like catering, CMO, and as long as anything's got 50, we've got to look into it and delete it or not. Okay, so do you want me to do another one and then just sort of show? So again, try the next batch. I want to see everything. But it's the same thing. They've managed to mess it up again. Look, it's the same thing. They're trying 20 times. This is in period 4 though, but they put it in cat 5 again. That's never going to work. What's this? Let's try it. It's something they're trying to do this month, but it's not going to work. What have they done? I'm just going to delete it. And then they've done another one. Same thing. Okay, they've moved it to this. They've moved it to that. What's the problem this time? That was period 3. Oh, yes. That was the period 3. I think any of these ones, because we know they've managed to get it in. If it's this thing over and over again. Again, they've put it in cat 5. It's the same thing. They're trying to post it in period 4. That will never work. Delete. Try it again. Another one. If at first you don't succeed, just keep trying with rubbish data. It's never going to work. One, two, three, four. Let's try one that's hopefully something different. Okay, so they're trying to post a 6-line journal. Let's pick one of the orders. And 513028. 513028. This one. What I also might put in is, because this one's also got a cat 3 out an employee, I might put that in to narrow the results down. But what you could do is just run it and then filter it on this. Maybe we'll just do that. We'll run it. It will take a little while to run. Okay. And then, yeah, there's loads of different lines. Let's filter on cat 3 by this. How many lines? Oh, there's loads of lines for this person. So we need a cat 6, it seems. Well, I'm not sure their data's going to work because they didn't seem to have a cat 6 in there, did they? No, they had blanking cat 6, so this will never work because it's mandatory. 210408. 210408. Okay, so there's lots of lines for this amount, for this person, for this account. So we need to have a look and see which ones are per period. Where's the period? They're all period 3, okay. 3, yep, everything's period 3. What was the description? Year 25, period 7, pay group 4. Ooh, reverse transaction, blah, blah, blah. That's this one. You can see they've managed to do it successfully eventually, because that's the exact same description. So I think again we can get rid of this. Because they'll just, in my mind, I think almost everything that's an external system 50, it's just going to be 50 means it's a journal, it's a registered journal, so it's people, it's not an AP transaction or anything like that. And what the behavior of people is, they just keep trying over again till they get success, and they never delete the old ones. So in my mind, I reckon absolutely everything in here on external system 50 we can get rid of. But there'll come a day when someone says, oh, actually, I was working on that batch, I left it. Why have you deleted it? So that's why I'm sort of going through and sense checking first of all before we delete it. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you feel about this? Do you feel that this is a task that you might want to take on?
Yeah, I want to try it. I want to try it. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is something.
Yeah. Cool. But remember, the golden rule is only do ones of type 50. Never, never, never touch. Because if we get rid of the other ones, we don't know what data is, but if you ever deleted one of these, we have no idea what was in here. And how would we know how to get it back? Like, these are basically invoices that are stuck that an AP team need to do something with, that we need action on them from. But yeah, like, it would be a very bad thing if this got deleted. So be very careful and only look at the things that are external system 50. Never delete anything else that's on a BI right now. Okay. Yeah, how do you want to proceed? What do you want to do? Do you want to have a look yourself now with me, and then
I'll actually, I'll need to go through this video recording and
yeah.
get used to it. And in the meantime, if I have any questions or anything, I'll ask you.
Okay,
Uh,
that sounds all right.
there were like one or two tickets I sort of wanted to discuss to you.
Yeah.
So, um, I got last week. So basically, they're asking, to replace Catherine um, with Christmas for approval of,
Let me see this. Sorry, it's a bit small. Julia Willis. Oh, hey, Julia. Hi, Kat is on leave. Can you, what does she say? Can you temporarily amend? No, can't do that. Can't do that. What we can do is we can set a substitute. They'll often ask us to do things that we don't want them to do. So what did Collie say? Yeah, he doesn't know how to do it anyway. So the one thing that we can do is we can set a substitute. Do you know about substitutes?
Yes, I do remember, like, if someone is on leave or something, to come back, the person that said a substitute, and
They see a copy of their tasks. Yeah. So if I had 20 tasks in my task list and I go off sick today, if you put JP as my substitute, the tasks still sit in my task list. So if I magically got well, I could still log in and they would be in my task list. But the substitute also gets a mirror image of my task list so they can approve as well. So that's what we do. Do you know where the substitute section is saved? Where we do this? Now I'll give you a clue. It's under common workflow. And then in the workflow section, you expand the little box. There we are. Workflow user information, that folder, expand it. No, you were on it. Down, stop. Workflow user information.
Is it report on the workflow?
No, workflow user information, the one above. Don't worry. Okay, so we've got two screens here that are useful. There's administer workflow substitutes and then assign workflow substitutes. You'll need both of them, so may as well open both of them now. What I do often do as well is I open the user master file. Yeah, that's fine. Administer workflow subs, that's fine. And then we need to open the other one. Oh, do you want a favorite? Oh, yeah, cool. And then assign substitutes. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So what I usually do is first of all, find the name of the person that's sick or on leave. I usually do it in user master file to find the format of their user ID. So Kat Atkinson. Try typing Atkinson. It's because of this thing of like the that's it. Ah, she's known as Kat. Oh dear. Okay, so at least we know her username now. Okay, and from that, then let's go into administer workflow substitutes. The administer bit is the powerful bit where we get to say who can be a substitute for who. She already exists in there, so we've already done some work for her. So the first section, you can see she's got Chris Wood available as a substitute. The way that this work is, the top section, it says users from list Kat Atkinson. So the only user I'm looking at is Kat Atkinson. And I find the substitute, and then it says second section from the list, Chris Wood. So the only available substitute for Kat, possible substitute right now, is Chris Wood. But that's good. We're happy with that. So then we need to say, okay, for what dates? And we do that on the other screen, which is assign substitutes. So yeah, put her username in again. Yeah. And then, yeah, you can see she's not got an out of office on. But no, she does. It is there. So she's already saying, I'm out of the office from, is this European? Oh yeah, you've got European date format. That's the 12th of November, 25. Can you see that? You've got European date format, month, day, year. That's fine, as long as we understand it. So and then absence date 2, well, it's the end of time. That's fine. And then, so both the sets of dates need to be valid. So if we then look at the bottom section, yep, it's showing that she's out of office. Her substitution is in place. So that's fine. It's already done. What we can double check is if we go to, say, a requisition or something and find something that's with her as a task. So we do that under items to follow up. Common, so yeah, items to follow up. So it's under that workflow section as well. Yeah, you've got it. And then what's she likely to get? Let's guess that she's getting requisitions. So go to that. Yeah, let's click the magnifying glass. Go in there. And then we're going to tick active items. And then scroll to the right and we're going to look for anything that's with her. So we're going to go to task owner box. Yep. I think it's further left. I think I saw it. There we are, task owner. Put her thing in there, paste in. And then on the far right, there's a load button. Let's see if there's anything with her. Yep. Is that it? I didn't think it did anything. No, it's not loading. Ah, there's nothing there. Okay. Well, we can't prove it. Maybe let's see incoming invoices. Maybe let's see incoming invoices. So you would go back to the never use the back buttons. They never work. Yeah, go back. Yeah, items to follow up. If we go and pick a different invoices, pick a different element type. You've still got the screen open. There we go. Go to incoming invoices with a magnifying glass. Yeah. And then task owner, put her in there. And then the other thing we need to do is make sure we tick active items at the top left. Yep, so we're looking at everything, not just the problem stuff. And click load. Maybe there's no tasks with her. Hmm. No, it doesn't seem like she's got any tasks at the moment anyway. She's got a substitute in place, and Chris probably has been actioning them on her behalf. So the only thing I would do with this ticket is go back to that assign substitutes, screenshot it to prove that she's already set up Chris as a substitute. Yeah, that's the screen that you're on. Yeah, assign substitute. Just screenshot that, put it in the ticket and say, Julia, she's already, the substitution is already in place and the dates are valid. Because sometimes what people do is they say I'm out of office and they don't change both sets of dates. So you've got one of the valid until dates is in the past, but all of these dates are in the future, you know, like so the valid until 31st of November until, so the substitute is should be working. So it just might be that Chris has already actioned stuff. Yeah, that's all I would do in that ticket.
Update he, I can see that he updated it yesterday.
Oh, was it? Did Avdol do it? Ah, sure. Cool.
This is last week.
Uh,
Oh no.
no,
Uh,
6 days ago. Yeah, it was last week. Yeah. Maybe they're just worried and they thought, oh, I better check. And Kat already had done it, or someone else had already reported it, and Avdol did it. So, yeah. So, yeah, what do you think? Are you happy to respond in that ticket saying,
yes, yeah.
uh, we don't switch out approvers. What we do is we set substitutes, and we can already see that Chris is set for Cat until the end of November. So everything should, as long as Chris is actioning the task in his task list, it should be fine.
Okay.
Cool.
One more.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was another one. So I had to change the budget holder. We have option to change the budget holder saying that he has replaced the previous campus manager.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's just extra information for us. Jason Dickinson has been here for a long, long time, and he was like, yeah, he was a good guy as far as I know. Unless, well, I don't think there's anything else we can do. He's asked for access, raise requisitions, so that's purchasing, raise expenses, that's expenses, act as a substitute. Dear Tony. Oh, right. Ah, so Tony is going to be Molly's substitute. Okay. Okay, let's do the substitute bit. That'll be her, Molivena. Yeah, that'll be her. Okay, so we need to create a brand new value. Okay, she hasn't already got anyone set up to be her substitute ever. So we can create a new one. So you've checked, you've got her user ID. We put that in the first box. Yeah, click new. As Abdul showed you this before. So our convention is we put setup ID, tab, and then the substitute setup name, we put the person's name. So you get that from the user master file. Yeah. And then it makes it a bit more searchable. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Leave it's active, priority nil. Then in the first section, this is our way to do it, is leave the header, but beside the number 1, click on the line beside number 1, because yeah, I do this myself. Yeah, you don't need to click the box, but just like click in the space of the line, yeah, and then in that first cell, yep, from list. And it's the same format. If you opened an old one, you'd see the same thing. From list, tab off, find Molly. Yep. That's it. And then the second bit, find substitute, again beside that, the number 1. No, it's beside the number 1. Yep. From list. And then you put his name, whatever it was. Anthony Myerson. Maybe just start typing his surname, Mizzen. There we are. That'll do it. Click save. There we go. So now if she's ever out of office, she's able to set the dates herself. And that's fine. That allows forever that authority for him to be her substitute. So we only do this when people say yes, giving authority to do it. So that's good. We've done that. What was the last bits of his ticket? The approver bit. Your budget holder for catering and waste lines. Well, that's not something we ever change as part of these new user requests. There's a separate form for changing a budget holder. Do you know the forms that on the IT portal? You would just tell him to go to the IT portal, the one called change of approver form, and then just say, we don't action change of approval things here. If you want to submit one of those, do you want to have a look though on Jira to see if we've already got one? Because he might have already done it, or maybe she's done it. because we've had some in recently that I haven't looked at. I'm not sure if Abdul's got lots of tickets because he's been asking financial management team. Because it will be under the subcategory. Well, no. Have we got like a ticket type? No, we don't, do we? You know how, because it's a specific form rather than a request. Request type. No, it's not that one. It's the other one. It's the change of yeah. Ah. So Abdul's got two. Maybe one of them is for Anthony Mize, and maybe it isn't. I know one of them isn't, but oh, Molly Miller. But what is this request? They want paper. This doesn't look like a. Is it the same ticket? I want to order paper. What's further up? How's this? How's an email trail attached to one of our forms? Oh, it's the wrong ticket. Maybe you tabbed. Maybe you looked at the wrong ticket. That was this one. Noura Jamak. Yeah, no, it's not him. Just say that for any approver changes, you need to complete a different form. But otherwise, we've done the substitute. You've done everything else, I think. He's got his training. Yeah. And did you give him MA Perch user?
But yeah, I was a bit confused about the project holder thing. I haven't done this. I think last time when we looked at it, we only looked at the permission and stuff. We didn't do anything for a project holder. Like thinking,
No, and I'll be honest with you, like at the moment, I think I've only done one since going live. I know how to do it, but the main thing is we need to get better at the process of getting financial management agreement on it first. I'm never going to just change it. Even if they complete the form, even if the form looks fine, I need financial management to kind of sign off on it. And I think that's the ones Abdul's sitting on at the moment because he's not had any response on whether they should or shouldn't be changed. Yeah, so yeah, just tell him if you want to have anything to do with become the budget holder for X, Y, and Z, you need to submit a different form and also attach the same approval from, the service head, which I think is probably, head of facilities, Molly Miller, just saying, I agree to this change. And then we can look into it. I wouldn't know where to start with the codes because, I could struggle. I can try and find Jason's name if it's still on there, but it might be that it's already changed. Don't know. Tell him to submit the other form.
I think this one, the last one that I was talking about. Let me just think it's I line manage or advertising and both have a
No,
uh,
it doesn't work like that anymore. It's nothing in the old system.
right.
The line manager approved expenses. That doesn't exist anymore. The budget holder exists. The budget holder for the code that they picked is the person that will get the task. So depending on what codes they put in their work order codes they put in their expense claims, it will have gone to the level 1 approver for that code. Now, they might not know that. So tell Laura, first of all, line managers no longer approve expenses. It's the budget holder for the code picked. Then she's like, well, who's got them? I don't know. Then you can say that the people who submitted their expenses, they should be able to see where the claim is in workflow, because there's a report on how to do that, and the training video shows the report that they need to check. So yeah, unless she's the level 1 approver, she's not going to get it, the tasks. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Just to confirm, right? This regarding the budget holder thing. Abdul, he's solving other tickets as well, right? And we need to get like permission from financial management, and once they confirm it, uh, only then.
What's his question? Because also, can I tell you, I've got like a pet hate. Can you see all the attachments here? How they're just stupid symbols. Yeah, it's just because that email, the person's signature had a little Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all these. So what I tend to do is I delete them. It's a pet hate. So you see those stupid attachments? Yeah, if you just click the bin, because it just totally confuses the issue. It's just crap. And that's forever using server space to store it. Oh my God. I hate all these stupid email signatures we have to have. It's bullshit. Anyway, sorry for swearing. Okay, so what's he asking? Oh, it's Julia again. Da, 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 da. Yeah, just say we can't see anything. Like, no, we've looked at it. Kat has got Chris set as a substitute. Maybe there's nothing waiting for her. What is it that they're waiting for? Just tell her that the substitute is already in place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I think yeah, once Abdul he gets the permission from the financial management, I need to have a look at the whole process like. And I think yeah, I might like support the whole process as well, because yeah,
Mm.
yep, for in the setting of the users, it's quite straightforward. But I think for budget, as it affects a lot of things, I think it's complicated. Uh,
It's kind of simple. There's just a couple of steps you need to do.
mhm.
Once you've got approval, change the value, save the record, update the structure. That's it. It's not difficult. It's just the thing that we don't do it unless we get proper sign off to do it. And yeah, it's easy. Don't worry about it. Once Abdul's found the difficult part is getting the authority.
Uh, and,
Okay.
and for that ticket as well, I need to ask the financial management team, right? Get the approval. Threshold.
No, you just need to tell him to submit the right form. And then once he submits the form in, you know, the form has to have his line manager saying, yes, this is okay. So if he wants to be a cost center manager, he submits the form, the line manager of that cost, you know, whoever's in charge gets to say yes or no. Then that evidence we forward to financial management team.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell him to do it.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Joy.
That's cool. And then just have a look if you've got any questions about the import transactions, deleting stuff. Yeah, just let me know.
Definitely, I'll rewatch this amazing and continue.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
No trouble. Cheerio.
Bye. Have a lovely day.
Bye. You too. Bye.